What were your initial goals?
Opportunity and make mula.
Yes, because
Have you faced any discrimination or bias due to your ethnicity in the United States?
Oh, yeah.
How did you respond to that situation?
Oh, and you'll be surprised who that person is. But at the end of the day, the way you handle that is you use it as a motivation factor, and you want to say, I'm going to be better than those guys down the road.
Yeah. Hello guys, welcome to Legacy Life Mentor. We're here in a beautiful Loch Lomond recreational area in Santa Cruz. Legacy Life Mentor, our mission is to connect you with the stories of immigrants and minorities here in United States so we can learn from each other, so we can use their success stories on our journeys. And hopefully from their stories, we'll be able to learn from them. Ladies and gentlemen, on today's podcast episode, we have the privilege of introducing you to a remarkable couple who have not only made America their home for over 3 decades, but have also built a life that is truly inspiring. He's a finance manager at one of the prestigious technology companies in the heart of Silicon Valley, while she has dedicated her career to the world of science as a lab technician. But what truly sets them apart is their proudest achievement, providing their only child with a life filled with incredible opportunities, top-notch education, and adventures that have taken them around the world. Not only are they successful professionals, but they are also dear friends of ours. And we cannot wait for you to hear their incredible journey and the lessons they have learned along the way. Please join us in welcoming these amazing couples to the podcast. Hi, Cesar and Almira. Could you please tell me about yourself?
Me, I'm a happy go-getter guy.
Cool. How about you, Almira?
what should I say?
I'm an emotional wreck right now because of my daughter being at school.
My daughter.
Financial burden.
That's true.
How did you guys met?
Blind date.
Blind date.
The blind date that wasn't meant to be.
How long you been here in America?
I've been here 30 years.
Since 1981.
Can you tell me first? Do you guys work right now? What's your status? Status
We
in life?
both work.
You
Work
have-
from home, work from anywhere.
I work part-time.
Lucky you.
Yeah, she work part-time. She can work full-time, she can work part-time.
Work from home.
No, I cannot bring my work at home.
She's
I work in a lab.
She need to do a
I
lab.
see.
Oh,
What motivated you to move to the United States, and what were your initial goals?
opportunity and make mula.
Yes, because
How did you get here? Did you get here by
Plane.
plane? I know by plane.
Family sponsorship.
Yeah, I think it's do you call it fourth preference? Sister to brother?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Wow, how long did you wait for that?
15 years.
15 years.
I think for us it's from parents to daughter. My mom.
Oh, your mom.
Okay, yeah,
I
that's
see.
faster.
So that's short,
No,
right? Short period.
no,
How long?
long
because
because
they're married already.
they're married,
Ah.
and then when we get the paperwork, someone stole it. So we have additional 10 years to wait on top of
I
that.
see.
That's so
Oh
bad.
my goodness. What were your expectations and hopes before coming to America, and how did they compare to your actual experiences?
It's exactly the way I envision it.
What
Go
were
to
your
school,
vision?
college, graduate, get a good job and some money, make good money.
Good. Wow.
Yeah, for me it's hard because we came here. There's like 5 of us. I need to work right away. I didn't go college. I started to work
Yeah.
18 years old.
18 years old, you were working already.
Yes, I tried to go to school, but it's just hard. I cannot support.
You still look 18 right now. Could you share some of the challenges you faced when you first arrived in the U.S. and how you overcame it?
It's probably culture and language. So that's the biggest challenge.
Can you give me example of culture and language?
Language, sometimes pagka nag-pronounce ka, sometimes your pronunciation is not exactly what it is.
That's the same challenge I have.
Yeah, pronunciation,
Yeah.
and then the culture, which is when you're in the Philippines, diba, you just go outside andun yung barkada.
Yeah.
Here,
You have to
there's
look for
nobody
them.
there. Yeah, nobody here.
Right.
Yeah.
How about you, Almira?
Same thing. Yeah, when
That's a
I started
challenge.
working, I have no experience. It's so hard. So I experienced like what you call that one? It's
Discrimination?
Like a bully. Like discrimination. Yes. because I don't know how to use microscope. I started as an assembler. I have no experience at all, so
Yeah.
it brings back my memory now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's true. That's true. Wow. Unfortunately, there's some people like that.
I have an iPhone
Yeah,
and I play
that's
this.
reality.
What was your first impression of America when you arrived? How did you adapt to the new culture and environment?
I think for me, expectation is what I was expecting it to be. So
What was your expectation?
I'm gonna make some new friends.
And you did.
You did make some new friends, but actually we end up hanging out with a bunch of Filipinos because there's nobody. There's only 6 or 5 Filipinos in our school.
Is that included Ferdinand?
No, Ferdinand, I met him at JC Junior College.
Oh, I see. I
Yeah,
see.
and he doesn't look like Filipino anyway. So
How about you, Almira?
I don't know. I didn't like it then. I wanna go back to the Philippines.
yeah, I think she said she want to go back right away.
I wanna go
At that
back.
time,
Yeah, I thought we just gonna come and visit.
you and me has similarity with that.
I said, no, I don't want to stay here. I don't want to work. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do that. I want to go back home. I have a better life there. Like that's what I said. But
Yeah.
good thing we stayed here.
Could you describe your initial experiences in finding housing and employment? Were there any particular difficulties you encountered? This is the time that you just got here.
So housing, let me do the housing first. It wasn't difficult because we already established, right? But then getting the job that you need, kasi dito is they're critical on your background, your educational background. So if you went to a fine school like Stanford, Berkeley, at the time, madali makakuha ng trabaho. Pero I went to a local university,
Uh-huh.
which is not really at that level that people think it is. So I have to struggle and find a job. I need to get whatever job available.
I see.
And then what you do, you work your way up. You have to prove yourself. So once you establish yourself and prove yourself, then you start going up.
Thank you.
But it takes time. So you have to be patient. And I think grab whatever opportunity comes first.
That's a good advice.
And then work your way up.
Yep.
The door's not going to open for you. You have to keep the door open for yourself.
Yep. Very good. So how about you, Almira? You want to add something from
I
that?
think
Same
that's,
thing.
That's it.
Patient.
Same.
Yeah, patient.
Patient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to
Okay.
be patient.
She also worked her way up. Actually, she got how many patents you have, mommy?
I have patents for a few
She's not an
patents.
engineer, but she got patents.
Oh, good.
So
Very
that
good.
that tells you the level of expertise she has.
Wow. What role did your community play in helping you settle down? How did you build your support network?
The actual support network is your actual nuclear family structure. So your
Meaning?
parents.
Parents.
Yeah.
nuclear.
You have your parents, you have your brother. So we bought our first house as a joint family. My parents put the down payment. We help out with the monthly mortgage, and then from there, since you build equity, then we expanded. So I got my own house. My brother got his own house. So that's how you do it. You have to be as a family.
Yeah.
You gotta work. You cannot be lazy.
Yep. That's the key.
And then you always seek for opportunities.
Yes. Tell me about your educational journey in the United States. Were there any obstacles you had to overcome to
Oh
pursue
yeah,
your
there's a lot of
education
obstacle, especially if you're a foreign student. You came from a foreign country, right? So there's a language gap,
Different gap.
right? So you need to adapt, and then your English is a second language, so you need to take extra English
Yeah.
classes.
Yeah.
But then at the end of the day, it's how you handle yourself and how you perform what counts.
What was your first job in America and how did it contribute to your career development?
My first job, I was working part-time as a painter for my grandfather. So I work part-time during summer painting house. The worst part of that is using a ladder on a 3-story house in San Bruno where you can see the ground is concrete when you fall.
So, but how old were you then?
17.
17.
Yeah.
Okay. How did it help you to develop your career?
You appreciate what you do now. Now I
That's
can work
right.
anywhere.
Okay, that's right. Yeah. Start with a very difficult job first, and then the next thing is everything is easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you appreciate you appreciate your job once you did the hard work.
Share some key milestones and challenges you faced while building your career in the United States.
Key milestone would be my college education. I think that would be my key milestone because without that, I'm not gonna be doing my job now.
What is your job now? Oh,
I just say I work in finance.
you work in finance. Okay.
Challenges, I think challenges I already said. language barrier when you first started. Yeah. And then the fact that you went to a local school competing with those IB League or those big school. That's the only challenges. But like I said, kick the door open for yourself.
Yep. Were there any cultural misunderstandings or differences you had to navigate personally and professionally?
No, none. And yeah, you have to be flexible.
All right. What advice would you give to newcomers on how to strike a balance between preserving their cultural identity and integrating into American society?
How to integrate and not forget. So I always speak Tagalog at home, right? So you always have your Filipino food.
Adobo.
Yep. And then you
And
always
then
keep
pinakbet.
Yeah,
That's
you
my
have that.
favorite.
And then there's the Filipino Community Association sometimes, right? We can join that. Yeah.
And plus we stay
like-
together like
Yeah.
as
And then
friends.
right now we have
The barkads.
Barkada.
Yeah.
The barkads.
Yeah.
Have you faced any discrimination or bias due to your ethnicity in the United States?
Oh, yeah.
How did you respond to that situation?
Oh yeah, especially in high school. And you'll be surprised who that person is. But at the end of the day, the way you handle that is you use it as a motivation factor, and you want to say, I'm gonna be better than those guys down the road.
Yeah.
That's simple as that.
Yeah. Take negative into positive.
Yeah.
Very good. What resources or support system do you find helpful when dealing with obstacle or adversity?
For me,
Support.
well, family structure. See, that's what I said. Going back to your nuclear family, it's always important to have your parents and your brothers, and and then you
Yeah.
have your friends,
Friends.
and then if you have your wife now, you have your wife. So the
Okay.
nuclear structure is always important, which is unfortunately in these new days in America, nuclear structure is not what they go for.
Nuclear family. What's that?
Nuclear family is a structure where you have your parents. You have your parents, your sibling. That's a nuclear family.
I see. It's like
Immediate family.
the first time I heard that term, nuclear family.
Yeah.
Tell me about your proudest achievements or successes in America. What do they mean to you?
My proudest achievement, it's in the work. So my daughter is going to school.
Yeah.
So we'll see if, cross fingers, I think she is. But yeah, once she graduates her master's
Yeah.
degree,
We're gonna be so proud
that
of
would be
her.
my biggest achievement.
Yep.
Personally, that's my biggest achievement. It's because it's actually a reflection of us. If you think about it, your kids is a
Yeah.
reflection of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if your kid's doing well,
Right.
then you're doing a good job. But you can have multiple kids, but each kid could be different personality. So
Yes.
you need to navigate. But we only have one daughter, so I can't speak for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she having to be a hard worker, so that's the biggest.
Yeah.
That's the key. Keeping your nuclear family intact,
Yeah.
even if they grow up.
And how do you view your role in the Asian community in America, especially in helping newcomers and contributing to the community successes?
I'm not really reaching out, but somebody tap in. I'm always welcome to answer some question. I
Okay.
do that at work,
I
and
see.
I actually, if there's like an opening at my work, if I find a Filipino that actually have the skill set, I would recommend them. So I did that twice.
What advice or words of wisdom would you like to pass on to new immigrants, especially those from Asian backgrounds who are starting their journey in the United States?
I'm gonna go back to make sure you retain your nuclear family
Family.
structure, because that is what's gonna help you down the road when you run into many obstacles in life. Family support is always important, but you always need to plan for things and always use the negative in a positive way, because there's always gonna be negative in life, and always have a positive lookout.
That's true. What key factors have contributed to your successful life in America?
Factors, I think, is school and personality. I think you have to be in the US, you have to be a go-getter.
Yep.
But then doesn't mean you have to jump to every single opportunity, because that could lead to a disaster sometimes, because that's the term is not always green on the other side, right? So that's always true most of the time. So when you see an opportunity, you have to survey the landscape, make sure it's actually a good opportunity.
Yes.
And money doesn't always equal to good opportunity, so you have to really be careful. You rather move up slowly than rapidly than fall.
Yeah, that's true. I think that's your forte. analytical, right?
Yes.
What are your personal and professional future aspirations and goals in the United States? We're talking your future.
10 years from now, I hope I'm still be working at the same company I
Still
work
wanna
for
be
because
working.
I love my job.
That's good.
And the fact that I can work anywhere around the world,
Yeah,
can
ever,
go on
whenever you
vacation
make
and work at the same time. So who doesn't want that? So I
Yeah.
can go to the Philippines and work there.
Yeah.
While in vacation, I can go to Europe and work there. I
What
can
a-
go back in New York and work
Uh-huh.
there. So for me, I'm really not looking into 10 years from now. Probably, hopefully, cross my fingers,
No.
still working.
No, maybe 10 years from now, we're gonna be babysitting our
We're on the last 5 questions. This is about finances.
Oh.
That's okay with you? Have you heard about FIRE? FIRE?
Nope.
FIRE means financial independence, retire early.
Oh,
At
not
this
planning that one, so that's why you probably didn't hear it.
Okay. So at this stage of your life, can you tell if you are already financial independent? Okay, I'll give you a scale from 1 to 5. 1 means not yet, 2 means starting, 3 means getting there, 4 means almost there, and 5 means you're there.
If
Where
worst
are
come to worst, yes, I can quit now.
What number?
Oh,
almost there.
Almost there
I'm
or
there now if I want to.
5?
Yeah,
So okay, so you're
but that's
5.
not the preference.
Can you highlight a turning point or key moment in your journey that propelled you towards financial independence?
Let's see, did I even plan for that? So the way I did it is I put a big chunk of my paycheck on my 401k and employee stock purchase plan.
Okay.
So I do a lot of investment on stock portfolio.
Means
But then
if-
you have 401k also.
If you quit right now in your job, you can live your life up to 100 years. So
Yeah,
that-
without touching my 401k.
without touching your 401k. That's good. For the next 10 years or so, where and what would be your future self?
For the next 10 years or so,
Uh-huh.
crossing my fingers, I hope I'm still gonna be working for the same company. So why would you quit on
Yeah,
a
it's-
job where you're having fun?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You're having fun.
And
I
you
can
work
actually
anywhere.
I can work if I have internet here. I can work here. You look at the surrounding.
And you love what
And you
you're
work
doing.
in
That's
your
all.
work.
Yeah, and if you like what you do, it's not stressful. It's actually fun. And then the fact that I'm still getting new project all the time.
Yeah.
So I have to do things that's always new
Yeah.
every year.
Very good.
So it's that's why I said cross my fingers. I'm still working,
Okay, good. Good.
but hopefully more pay.
All right, I think that was the last question.
Good deal.
Thank you so much for your answers and insights.
Oh yeah, follow me my YouTube channel.
Where can we find you?
It's YouTube Sargil. So it's ZSARG.
And then I also gonna link it down there on
Yeah.
the comment section.
So you
below.
can see what my life like in the good life where we do a lot of vacation and stuff.
So I will put your link
Yeah.
also. You have
Yeah.
different channel also, right?
Yes, you have a YouTube also.
Okay,
Yeah, by
very
YouTube.
good. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time and good luck for both of you and have a good life as always. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.